Cough, cough. Tape is rolling, boys and girls. Ain't that the truth, Jack? Back when you even had hair to do that with.
Yeah.
All right. Quiet on the set, boys and girls. Getting ready to go live on the radio. Zoom Room Video Communications brought to you by the BMC.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You're listening to WRFB, Radio Free Britannia. Ain't no other freaking better place in the world than Deltona, Florida. Here you are, lunch with no other than the dynamic duo of Laz and Jack.
Greetings, everybody. This is Laz.
And this is Jack. Welcome to another edition of Lunch with Laz and Jack, where we interpret the news so you don't have to.
That's right. Bringing you our own brand of news right here inside and outside Shroud Avatar. 4 years and running, folks. How y'all doing today? It is Hump Day, Wednesday, February 20th, 2019, here inside and outside Shroud Avatar. We're about a week out, is it, from the next release?
We're a week out from something.
We're a week out, yeah, just a little over a week out. A week from tomorrow, we will be looking at release 63 consecutive months of release, folks.
Yeah. So you've been here for, what, 50 releases?
Yes, since R13, Christmas of 2014.
That was release 13.
Yes. As I came in, I saw everybody running around in their funky, shiny red and white Christmas hats. Didn't know anything about Grand Tours. Didn't know anything about the game. All I knew is I hopped up in the dark in Braemar one night, and the rest is history. So, the rest is history. I fell in love that night.
Yep.
And of course, you know, I just love this shit. What can I tell you?
Hey.
Great stuff.
And today's a great reminder. Oh, never mind. It's there now.
What's that? Oh.
The stand-up.
Hey,
but it's breaking news for everybody. It is Wind Silvermoon's birthday today.
Ooh, happy birthday, Wind.
Yes. So if you see Wind Silvermoon, wish her happy birthday.
And make sure she gets the birthday spanking she deserves.
Yes.
Absolutely.
She is 39, so she will take them all and the one to grow on.
And
make sure you give them all to her.
I believe Drake's still in town, so she's going to get to celebrate a birthday with her hubby here. Looks like so it's even better. Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool indeed. Well, happy birthday to my friend Wind. As of course, we've done all sorts of crazy stuff. Wind and I actually have matching tattoos.
Yes, y'all do.
Yeah, we hit New Orleans on a trip back from Austin one year, and we had a grand old time. And of course, did the trip
now, is
again.
That the Lord British tattoo and the chaos?
The chaos, yes. I have
just the chaos.
She got the chaos symbol on the back of her neck. I got the chaos symbol and the Lord British shield on on my arm. Yes.
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Actually, you know what? I wonder if I can pull up pictures of that.
Well, I have the Infinity Ankh.
Yes, you've just extended the Infinity Ankh.
Yeah, I did much more so, just because. Yeah, I can. And the sad part is when I was trolling through my friend's Instagram feed the other day, I realized the artwork I originally took in for my design, he could do. The tattoo artist I went to couldn't do it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the way I really wanted that tattoo to come out, he could have done it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it would have been another trip to Florida.
Oh, well, yeah, like, you've got a problem with that, yeah.
Man, that shit's going to be expensive.
You love hanging out down in, yeah. I'm at a loss for the name of the area. Where all the pubs and strip clubs are.
Wait, there's strip clubs where?
Where all the pubs and strip clubs are over in Tampa there.
In Ybor?
Ybor, yeah, thank you.
the place where you can actually still smoke inside of a bar?
Well, you can do that anywhere in Florida as long as it's a bar. Because Florida differentiates between bars and, bar restaurants. If it's just a bar that serves booze and beer and wine, that's it. Oh yeah, smoke them if you got them. You can puff up in any bar in Florida. But if it's a bar that serves food and got a restaurant attached, no smoking whatsoever down here. But speaking of smoke,
hey, you can't smoke anywhere in Texas.
Enjoying
anymore.
this tasty vape from our friends at
Hometown
Hero. Yes, indeed. So, CC here on the set is bringing up a topic that we were talking about. The founder benefactor deed upgrade post. I think we should take a look.
Do you have a link to that post?
I got to go back and find it here. Got to go back and find it. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be too hard. Give us a second, folks, because I want to check this out.
Oh, there it is. There it is. It's the very first one. Let's see. Here, let me.
Not the very first one to me, so.
Here.
Drop it.
No. There. That one. The one with the pole.
Yeah, I believe that's the one. Now 3 pages long.
Yes. So, yep. Yep.
Now this is the one where I chimed in and then you chimed in.
Yeah, well, what I love the fact is anybody that says anything is settled, it's not. Nothing is ever settled.
Those were my words based on their words.
Yeah, you know that's true. That nothing is ever settled around here.
And I'm just gonna scroll down to my comments, which I said Port's already made a call on this. No is the answer, and right now. That's the call they've made. That is the answer. Whether that changes in the future or not, of course. And that's what's funny and great about this is
Lily has said no.
But Lily has cast her vote. Lily is casting her Duke Whale vote.
That's right. And she has decided that
not gonna do it. And then, of course, you're of the opinion that if people pay more than what the original pricing was, you would have no problem with that as long as they've...
Because I have a serious problem with what they've done with the tax-free deeds. Do you have a taxable deed on you?
I have several taxable. Me?
Okay. So I have a taxable town deed on me that I can upgrade to a tax-free village deed for 40 crowns.
Okay.
Okay. It's like, to me, it's one where it takes. It's like, why should I not upgrade that to a tax-free village deed? It's like there's no reason I shouldn't upgrade that if I have 40 crowns.
I've got
even though that reduces the size to a village size, but then to upgrade to the town size again will be what I forgot what the number was, but it's like 200.
I've got a player-owned town taxable city lot here that I can upgrade to a tax-free town lot. Place anywhere. I can upgrade it to and that's a tax-free town lot, by the way.
Yeah.
I can upgrade it to a place anywhere city lot. I can place it up all the way. I can make it a tax-free player-owned town lot. I seem to like these options.
But to me, I like the options. I do not like the crown price. I think the crown prices for anything that says tax-free should be substantially higher.
Well, the math has been done and verified several times over. The upgrade price is equal to up to 8 years worth of taxes. And the original thought was it was only going to be 2 to 4 years worth of taxes, I think they said.
I think someone fucked up their math there. That's all kinds of Shroud math.
I've had several people run the numbers and verify it after I've told them, and they came back and said, yep, those are the numbers. So numbers are based also on the crown pricing. So
that's been Shroud math.
Well, again, we gotta love us some Shroud math around here, and
there's no way that's 8 years worth of.
I says up to 8 years. Averages close to 7, depending on the lot and the where you upgraded it from. Depends on what the total cost or ROI is. Some of the guys I've been talking to. Is it worth the return on my investment to make said upgrades? And several people are of the opinion that it's not. Other people are of the opinion that it is. But I wanted to see what this latest comment was, just because it was brought up, and people are still beating this. So
yeah. Yep.
But people still discussing this topic. Again, I think right now the proper call was made. Again, there's still the question of whether there's going to be a fix or not to the upgrades that were made. If we get any information on that, of course, we'll bring it to you. But anyway, I'm really digging the option. We're waiting for, of course, next week's release. I'm hoping, actually, let's take a quick peek out here. Have we gotten the QA yet? Because we should be seeing the QA come up anytime and start getting peeks at some of this offline at the moment. So no.
I think we're a few days away from the QA.
Well, tomorrow's a week out. We go to lockdown tomorrow, so we should have a QA by tomorrow. I would hope, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, even a Condis is like, yeah, I tried that this morning. This morning, and of course, got a whole bunch of folks out here today. A couple shout outs. Sir Frank hanging with us, Botox, Eagle, Twilight, Tempest, Condis. How y'all doing out there today? joining us in chat. And of course, don't forget, folks, all you folks just out there listening and lurking in the background, we are the only show on the air that invites you, the viewers, the listeners, to come join us and join in on the chat and tell us what you think. Get your voice heard and, let your opinion be heard by everybody else out there. You can join us in Discord. Yeah, let's go ahead and put that out there. We'll do everybody. There's a link. Folks in Discord already. We got a nice room full of people, as always, hanging out here in Discord.
We've got something. We don't know what it is.
We've got something. We don't know. We got something going on.
Because a plan would be overkill. And I really need to listen to Holiday in Cambodia.
Holiday in Cambodia? What is that? We're going to get a link.
Hold on. you know that it's a holiday in Cambodia? The Dead Kennedy song?
Oh, okay.
I need to go listen to that song right now.
Okay. Never mind. Yeah. That's what I get. Yeah, that's what I get.
Yeah.
Okay, moving right along. We never got to it on Monday. We never got to it yesterday. We plan on getting to it today, but we shall see. A new player's perspective.
It depends on how much that guy squirrels, because yesterday I had it all queued up on the screen, and then you derailed the train.
Hey,
after
hot topics of conversation to cover. Yeah. I'm sorry. We had burning questions on people's minds. What can I say?
Yeah.
But before we do that, what do you say we tell them? That's right, Simon. No script whatsoever.
Yeah, no scripts ever. Yeah, we kind of might have something planned, and something happens. I don't know what it is. Something.
It just happens.
Yeah. But we do have stand-up corner for you guys, and don't forget stand-up corners where the devs say, hey, I worked on this yesterday, I'm working on this today. Something random gets written down. Eventually things get posted to the interwebs, and we get to interpret it so you don't have to. And
indeed.
What y'all don't know is that, like, right before the show, we were talking about how there was no stand-up corner today. And I was about to bring that up and use it as a demonstration of why we can't cover
today's stand-up
quite frequently. And then you know what they did?
And that is today's stand-up. Yes.
They posted today's stand-up and not yesterday's stand-up.
You know what? I'm going to guess that that's probably yesterday's stand-up, and tomorrow we'll catch up. But I guess we'll figure it out.
I don't know. Are we going to read it? Are we going to read it today and tomorrow?
We'll find that out tomorrow, won't we?
We've done that before. And I'm like, didn't I read this yesterday? But yes. So the date on this one is today. Whether or not it was yesterday's or not, because we don't have yesterday's stand-up corner. We have no clue. Yeah. So Damon working on the torture-themed decorations. If he'd just take a short detour over to my place, I'm sure he could get some tips and tricks that he needs to pull out. Then over in design, Beezus is working on the Ether Axe, the Ether Spear, the Ether Two-Handed Mace, and the large fish ceiling decorations, because who doesn't want a fish on the ceiling? Because you know what happens when it smells like fish?
Fish.
Yeah. It brings out the cats. And the recipes. Sanyo working on the Envy Angel quest stuff and the resource node bug fixing, because you know what? They've never put resource nodes in unreachable places.
Never happened.
Never. You've got that iron ore node on the ceiling. Can you get to it? Is that iron ore node still in what's that one newbie mining scene that everybody got? Owl's Nest?
Owl's Nest, right off to Owl's Head.
Is that resource node, the iron ore node, still on the ceiling?
I haven't been in years. We'll have to take a trip.
Someone should go check out.
And,
check that see whether or not the iron ore is still on the ceiling.
That still exists there or not.
Yeah. And they're also trying to find a way to make Krampus dormant. The energy vortex is working on that Lord of the Isle castle and improving aesthetic of prison bars because
wants
they're
to make sure those graphics are really great for your playroom.
Well, and he's trying to make sure that a tetanus shot is required, probably. And he's working on screenshots for Crown Shop items. Thank you, Travis. Thank you. We need better resolution pictures for those.
High-res.
Yes.
High-res.
Yeah, it would suck being in prison and you can't get a beer. Well, you could always make the prison beer and the toilet wine. Yeah.
Are we going to have to get brewing?
And Serial Noob believes that the iron ore node is still on the ceiling inside of Owl's Nest mine.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. Then after that, over in tech, Dr. Bob's working on bugs. And the development server setup and maintenance. JY is trying to improve the client server API for player quest and conversation data. So you know what? Maybe some NPCs won't walk away from you in the middle of a conversation. Maybe not.
Doris.
Yeah. Oh. Econdis was picturing a literal prison bar.
But like, place to mingle, social prison bar.
We're gonna have to introduce Econdis to his prison wallet. That was some of the funniest stuff in Deadpool 2. The little kid talking about his prison wallet. It's like, what the?
I love this shit. I tell you.
Yeah. He knows all about the prison wallet. What, Sean?
Said now I got to go to fucking church.
What, are you going to go confess your sins?
Say anything. Yes, yeah.
Wait, hold on. I just made a Facebook post as well about that.
You're not.
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Well, this was my Facebook post just for Sean. The pedophile defense fund that is tax deductible.
Where did we come up with pedophile?
Look at the number of clergy that have just been implicated in pedophilia for the last
it's out of control.
Biggest crime syndicate going since
Christ. The government.
Also there was a Baptist purge or something like that.
Come on, you think these TV evangelists are in it for
all kinds of people for centuries?
All right, anyway.
Well, yeah.
Moving right along. Let's get.
I don't even know where I was at.
I remember Dr. Bob. I did Bogues.
No. Well, I think I was on Wizard Smoke because he's puff passing around the store user interface for sales and trying to figure out how to write a SQL script for item availability, start and end dates. Yeah.
Custom sales.
Yep. The Deathbringer one and only, working on bugs and performance.
Hey, you got any Village Ring stones?
Do I have one?
Yeah.
I might still have one.
Yeah, somebody's looking.
Want to buy it?
Somebody's looking. I haven't seen anybody looking for one.
Universe chat or something? Then after, where are they looking?
I just hit it in the form.
Then Burning Toad's working on the development server setup and maintenance. Over in Useless Overhead, Lord British is working on general business, and the Dippy Bird's working on development server setup and maintenance, and the Dorkstar are working on planning for the next stream, and Jira Triage and Q2 planning, and working on Release 63 forum post to tell us what the hell's going to happen on the QA server.
That's right.
Yeah, hold on. I need to go Ring of Stones on Shroud Marketplace.
Hey, you may want to just chime in and give that guy a link if you got one up there. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I did not see one there. But that means I need to go check my inventory because I think I might still have one. Might.
Yeah, you don't see too many people looking for those anymore, but
yeah,
not an item that comes up too often either. So
yeah. Let's see what login account.
Let's check this account. Let's check that account.
I'm checking my accounts that's never been logged in. Let's see. Ring Stones. Nope. Don't have one there. But I still have a white Lepus mask.
Ah, another very, very rare item. Yes.
Yeah, I've got a couple witch hats. I've got a bunch of things that I can never do anything with.
Hey, I got all sorts of stuff. I actually saw somebody looking for the classic wooden hot tub the other day. They actually got it before I could get to them, but...
well, how much were you going to sell it to them for?
I don't know. I was going to see what they were looking to pay for it. Yeah. I got a couple of those still floating around. Yeah. They only went off sale, after 4 years?
Yeah. At one point in time, I think I had like 20 of them, and then I crushed them all.
I had loads of them, yeah. Gave some away, sold some. Yeah. But anyway.
But I do have 5 of the original Grim Reaper statues.
I got a couple of those.
Yeah.
A couple of those floating around.
Yeah, but do you have the Kobold Mask 4-pack?
No, I never bought any masks. Wasn't anything. I'm not a fan of all that. I'm the pro. If you're wearing a helmet, you got a helmet on. Damn it! I don't want none of this. I didn't want to see that helmet thing come in, but it's done. Anyway, a brand new player's first 48-hour perspective. What do you think?
We won't talk about the number of Emperor's New Clothes bundles that I have.
I only got one bundle, and then I picked up a couple of extra crowns. I've got a couple of Emperor Corwin's new crowns, if anybody wants them. Coolest crown in the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and the good thing is this account hasn't made a purchase since 2017.
But before we get on to this next topic, gonna push that button for everybody out there watching. Give everybody a chance to get in and get some free scrolls just for tuning in and watching. Exclamation, I love this shit. We'll pick a winner before the end of the show.
And they gotta donate some things over on my stream for me to open that up. But yes, we do have someone that decided to be a brand new player and provide some feedback after their first 48 hours of playing the game.
And I gotta say, the guy's got a really great post here. Took his time and really put some thought behind what he has to say here. And community has, of course, come back and answered a lot of his questions and pointed out some other things, but let's get right into this here.
So this is from Eminent on the forums. He's a brand new player. In-game, he plays as Ethanol because he likes his alcohol.
Hey.
My appointment
Are
in
you
March
late
has
for
been
your
confirmed.
appointment?
Yes, thank you for that text message, Square.
Buckaroo Bonsai. Thank you
he
for
was-
the sub. Do
And
appreciate it.
Yes, he was told that they are
5
trying
months
very
in a
hard to
row.
get feedback from new players on the new player experience, and thought maybe that this would be valuable in that. And trust me, it is. First, a little history. UO was his first MMO, and he played that nearly daily for about 8 years. From there, he moved on to WoW and Rift for a few years, then to Elder Scrolls Online, and now hopefully to here.
Welcome home.
Yes, maybe it is nostalgia talking, but in all those years, UO is far and away his favorite game, and he dearly misses it. I want very much for this to be my new home for a very long, long time. He found the game via Legion of Myths Twitch stream, and then a Silver Tree Consortium stream. And isn't that Sean Silverfoot? With the Silver Tree Consortium?
The consortium? I don't believe so.
No.
No. Why
Legion
would
of
I
Myth-
associate that with you? I don't know.
Silverfoot, Silver Tree, I don't know.
I
But
don't
Elgari and of course
I have
Legion
a
of Myth.
silver foot. I have a silver bear.
Elrin
And I
Silver
have-
Tree.
I
Yeah.
have
There you go.
a silver tongue.
Thank you. Oh, you silver-tongued dove. You know what you can do with that? The game looked great, and the hosts and people in the chat were outstanding and crazy helpful. He decided to download it and get started. First thoughts. Great looking game. The world is absolutely fantastic, and he loves to stare at it for long periods of time. Characters are, in his opinion, both excellent and stiff at the same time. It's hard to explain. The non-combat movements look and feel great, with the exception of jumping and interacting with the environment. When jumping, it really feels like they are an add-on on top of the environment and not part of it.
Good
I know that doesn't
observation.
make much sense. Well, okay, so that's actually relatively easy to demonstrate. Like interacting with a light source or something like that. They did change it to the snapping, so it's kind of like magic turning it on. But since you're supposed to be able to like interact with a sign and make it move by touching it whenever you're doing things to make it swing, the fact that it's not doing anything and the jumping just seems a little unnatural.
Yeah, well, again, that's gonna be part of the settings.
Yeah,
my
but
low settings,
well-
nothing swings. I don't believe.
Well, that's also extremely hard to animate. Extremely difficult. And the thing is, you also, whenever you're developing the game, you do have to look at the developer time to make something look as natural as possible versus what's going on. The same, it's the same reason that they don't do the climbing ladders animation, is because they have problems lining up like rungs, and they didn't want it to be like doing the animation and completely missing rungs, because that would be bug reported to
death. Yeah, absolutely.
to death. And for something that realistically is that syncing of the data, just a lot of dev time. And it's the same reason that people will bug report cloth clipping through things. And then I really didn't start paying attention to it until after starting looking at like discussions with some of the devs when I was going into the office, and they're talking about cloth physics being broken in almost all games. Then I went over and I actually paid attention to Overwatch, which is a Blizzard game, and I started noticing that, you know what, characters are clipping right through cloth. It's like, it's something that happens all over the place.
Happens everywhere.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Portalarium takes a lot of grief for some of the things that happens in AAA games as well. A lot of dev time in order to solve that. That they just decided, you know what, that's a lot of dev time, and we don't have the time or money to completely fix that.
Anyway, moving right on.
Combat looks and feels.
Thank you. Edonum for the bits. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, it's too much time and money to fix it. Combat looks and feels stiff, but I would pay a little attention to my thoughts on that. So far, I have only fought a few things. I still think clipping needs to be on for fighting. Collision.
Collision, yes.
Yeah, because of issues with swinging and data as far as where things are in relation to each other. The overworld map, I think that's the place to go when I leave a zone. It's probably one of the best and most creative things I have ever seen to address fast travel. Outstanding devs, he completely nailed this. The overworld map is one of those things people either love it or hate it.
Indeed. One
of the two. Which party are you in?
Thought. That's right.
Yeah.
Some people wish we had a fully open, wide world with no towns to go in and out of. Other people love the sandbox of the different towns. Me, I don't care either way, to tell you the truth, as long as I'm having fun playing my game.
Yeah.
Some people wish for a pole in all the taverns.
Yes. we are still awaiting the Festivus poll.
A Festivus poll in every single tavern.
Every
that
single
may
tavern.
or may not spin. As far as community, he does not have a single negative thing to say about the community. Seriously, if you guys can figure out a way to bottle these people and sell them to other game studios, do that. That the entire dev team from top to bottom is active in the community, that they actually log in and play with people is absolutely bananas. It's only a couple of devs, but I am grateful that the devs...
Nonetheless, you still don't see it.
Yeah.
Speaking of devs...
and I love List.
List is just popping in on us himself right here on the set.
And he's also in Twitch as well. So, yes. we do love the fact that the development is so open and that they do solicit feedback on certain things, and they do allow us to provide feedback. What did List do?
What did he do? Good answer. You will be spared.
Yeah. Where was I at? I have no clue.
Community.
I know that, but
dev team. You were doing the dev team, and then next bullet point after the dev team.
I will remove mention. Dropping into a new and unfamiliar world. One of the frustrating things about MMOs nowadays is that they are, for the most part, the same mechanics and game systems with a different environment in which they are implemented. It is incredibly tiresome and tedious, as frustrations with game mechanics in one game tend to carry over to a new game after the honeymoon phase wears off. This game appears to be trying very hard to change this, and I think that's a wonderful thing. It appears that the devs are bringing some of my favorite systems from UO back into the game. They're taking a serious approach to crafting, though he has not done anything with it yet, and introducing new systems that you've never seen in a game before, like NPC interactions. Obviously, you've never played any of the Ultima games. They introduced NPC schedules. They introduced NPC conversations to where you actually had to go talk to everybody, and that's where you get the trope of name, job, help.
Yes. Now, again, I played very early Ultima, the original stick figure basement Ultima, and then I played Ultima Online. I didn't play any of the Ultimas in between. There are people who never played Ultima Online, but played all the Ultima games. Yeah. So we have those different genre, fan bases. But either way,
yes,
good points nonetheless.
Oh, wow, that was 4 texts in a row that my appointment is confirmed for 312, 412, 517, and 621.
Hey,
for that. Yeah, it's gonna be lots of colorblind.
Lots of good feeling there.
Now I just need to book a hotel. For the most part, players have been trained by game makers on how games work, how NPC interactions work, and how they interact with and affect the game world around them. When drastic change happens, there must be tools available to help the new player adjust and adapt to these changes. So this is something that may be some expansion on the tutorial system a little bit more. Some examples of this, when he zones out of the starting zone into the overworld map, where the hell am I and why can't I tell what any of the signs over what anything appear to be town says? That's an option. What on earth is a player town? Is it PvP? Will I get molly whipped as soon as I enter it? Depends on the player-owned town. When he enters a town, what does bypass mean? I thought that was explained.
It is. There's a tooltip right there that explains it.
A
It's
number
like
of
this
things
town,
he points out are in the manual too. RTFM.
Well, reading the fucking manual is impossible, man. Obviously, we're guys. Who the fuck reads the manual?
This is true.
If people
argue that fact.
did RTFM, we'd be out of a job. Okay, so hush.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. People, But yes.
So when he talks
again,
to an NPC, why are the words that are underlined in the text just making him repeat exactly what he's saying over and over and over again? And how do I progress a conversation and know when he's done with it? That is something that's very subtle. And unless you have a prompt that is a different color, you don't notice, especially if you're just clicking away on those things.
Well, they are. They
you
do
don't notice
change
that
a
they
different
change color
after you've clicked them. That happens. But again,
but
it's subtle.
if you're not paying attention, it is very subtle. It goes from white to gray.
Yes.
White to gray. White to gray.
And
so very,
the conversation, in my opinion, is finished whenever you're done doing whatever it is you're doing, because not everybody follows the storyline.
In Kron, wouldn't that be WTFN? Yeah. Because as our intro says, we don't know how to read.
That's right.
Yeah. If there are quests in this game, where can you find them? Some of the quests start off with an NPC waving at you with a little blue swirly around his hand.
Sparklies. Sparklies.
Yeah. Much more subtle than other games. Other quests, you actually have to walk up and talk to the guy and say, "Can I help you?" Yeah.
Also, there is nothing that is you have to go here before you go there to progress here. So,
there is a compass very similar to ESO on top of his screen. What are all the gray icons for? You would have to hover over them to see what they are. And why can't he mark a location on any map? That is some functionality that might be coming in release 17. I'm sorry, episode 17, not release 17.
Release 17. We were sitting on a lot back in release 17. I was still sitting on a lot here in release 62. So,
well, you were sitting on
release 17, first play around town.
You mean that place called Pax Lair?
That's the
Pax
place.
Lair. Fish.
Yeah, he realizes that there are a lot of different things that frustrate him that won't frustrate anyone else. But the things, but from this is where things started to go downhill for him. He spent a huge part of his time wondering what was going on and what he should do next. Questing. Notice bullet point after bullet point after bullet point related to questing. I think he's got a problem with questing. Questing is where the rage quit came in for him personally. He started to list the issues he has with questing. above, so he won't reiterate them. Questing is infuriating. When he figured out that there was questing, he struggled for a long time to find them because he didn't know which NPC had them and which did not. And when the dialogue did not progress intuitively to him, he struggled getting the conversation to move forward to a resolution so he could move on to the next NPC. This gave him a sense of enormous amount of time wasted and not having fun. Some people, myself included, want to get to the action more than they want to get into the lore and dialogues.
Okay.
The very first quest line was broken with Esmeralda in Highville. Oops. Questing. Yes, there is all kinds of things there, but it is something that they have been working on over and over and over again. Bug report things, because very few of this older players go back and look at anything brand new. Very, very seldom. Even includes a link to someone else's bug report, and he must have spent 2 hours trying to get the quest ended. He did not know where to go to find the quest items, or to find people needed to talk to, and ultimately could not even turn in the quest items after he'd completed the quest. Finally, he asked the community for help, which they immediately did, and thank you to Anpo.
Anpo!
Yes. His next quest appears to not be broken, but poorly implemented. Bring the letter from Daddy to the little girl. How on earth was I supposed to know you need to right-click on things to loot them? What? You right-click on things to loot them? I just double-click. Yeah.
Everything key. E.
Yeah, E. Yeah, take everything. The quest after that was broken. The combat armor, furthermore, we're skipping that one. After trying the same thing over and over with the same results, is there a famous quote? The Dongun NPC decided it was bedtime and walked away from him right in the middle of a conversation.
Love it.
Yeah.
And ran home.
Yeah.
To go to sleep.
Yeah. So to recap his craft, all three of the first three quests he interacted with were either broken or did not fit. Every other game he's played has trained him with no supporting material to teach him how to play. I guess he skipped the tutorial. Well, the tutorial, I think, should have a little bit more oomph as far as dialogues, questing, things like that, and journal interaction. Some of that is in the outskirts test, outskirts scenes, but yeah, it's still a little bit poorly implemented. The hard part is that becomes the tutorial from hell, because it becomes a mammoth exercise. Okay, this is how you do this. This is how you do this. This is how you do this. And pretty soon, List has had to create 1,000 different islands to cover every single game mechanic, which makes List very, very happy, doesn't it, List? Very happy.
It does. It makes him very happy.
Yeah. I'm waiting for his response somewhere. Then that's his experience so far. He's got a problem with questing, and yet all the work and bug fixes should stop immediately, and 100% of your effort should be put in fixing the questing and dialogue systems until they are flawless. I have a tendency to agree with some of that. It is very first thing new players are exposed to, and in many ways does not make sense, or simply does not work, or remove questing from the game. Yeah. It is a huge deal that if all of your intro stuff for the game does have a substantial amount of bugs, you really need to fix that before you work on in-game content. The hard part is most of the people have been around here for years, and they're like, "Where's my end game? Where's my end game?" We need to make sure the new players have something to do and can actually interact
There's
with
an end game. It's called fishing.
Fish.
Yeah.
Trying to
Fishing
read
tournament.
his final
Yes.
thoughts. Tick tock, tick tock.
Yeah, I'm still waiting for a certain dev to engage in my my crafting challenge. What?
Yeah. No, not your crafting challenge.
Yeah, it's like that's news to me.
waiting for an answer from List, and he was acting menacingly towards you for his answer to that question.
Oh, well, that doesn't help, because then I have to go find my chat that actually has the ability to see an emote. That's my everything. Yeah, but yes. So new player experience. He does have serious issues with questing as well as some of the helping stuff. So, yeah, the end game is the game. Yep. Yeah.
All right.
Oh, it's going to be awesome
right
when that guy gets into Deco and lining up things and going, "Where's the snap to grid?" And then I'll be like, "Let me introduce you to the Deco divas."
Yeah, indeed. Snap to grid, one of these days we'll see that. And of course, all sorts of other stuff being worked on. Again, right now, that's this year's main project. Rewrite that whole quest system, get it all cleaned up and ready to go. And we'll keep up on that progress and keep you updated and let you know what those changes are.
Yeah, I would love for all of the entire dev team to actually run through all of those things in the actual live client, not in the dev client, because there are differences between dev and live. And especially don't do it through Unity. So, yeah.
No cheats on.
Yeah, no cheats. Do things legitimately. I know some of them will say that they do, but yeah.
Yeah, I still have a problem with my targeting being tied to my camera, but now I'm tired of beating that dead horse, so... But I'll throw it out there anyway, just for giggles and grins.
You just want to complain about the client.
Listen,
cameras.
I turn my point of view and I stop attacking. I'm facing him.
List is trying to open up some fighting words right now. He's saying that Roy is a higher level than both of us. The difference is, Roy, I know you cheated some. Because
just a little bit.
Yeah, some is still more than we have. Have you completed the Shroud quest on Roy without cheating?
We already know the answer to that. So
yeah, the answer was no. Yeah. He never visited the dev crafting station.
Anyway.
But at the same time, we are giving List a hard time right now. He does have a non-cheat character by the name of Roy. You can see him online all the time. He does play from his house as well. As well as on List Rostov. So
Roy's even been reported before.
Yes, he has. The other thing is also you need to remember that Lord British frequently plays the game, as well as his alternate account, which may be something that you're familiar with if you know his may be something that you're familiar with if you know his SCA name.
We do.
Yep. So he plays frequently as well. So then Atos occasionally plays.
Occasionally. But anyway, moving right along.
Mostly to test stuff.
We got to cover some bills here today and squeeze some of this stuff in here. What do we got there? Hold on. Is this an update? Okay. Yeah, Candace, I'm telling you, I've been back and forth for years on that one. Well, maybe we'll talk about that again more tomorrow, because we'll have a whole lot more time. Don't forget, we've got an app out there, got all sorts of great stuff in it, including the NBNN Trinity Avatar Community Calendar brought to us by our good friends at HometownHero.com for all your vape juice needs.
Yeah, that's right. That community calendar is on NBNN.info. Click on the calendar button, and you too can look at this aggregated mess of all the Google public calendars related to Shroud of the Avatar that guy knows about. If you have a Google public calendar related to Shroud, or if you want to add one-off events to the NBNN Shroud community calendar, email or message on Discord that guy, news@nbnn.info, and he'll do something with it eventually. All times on the community calendar are Central Time in the real world, but we prefer to refer to it as Nude Britannia time.
Nude Britannia time.
Send your nudes to nudes@nbnn.info, and we will carefully curate them. Monday through Friday, 12s and 6s around the clock. You do need to tune in your ether amplifiers to Wadia Radio Free Britannia to listen to two idiots interpreting the news so you don't have to. A little show called Lunch with us. At 7 p.m. on Wadia Radio Free Britannia is the 70s at 7, and that is followed by the earhole probing by the doctor. That's right. She is in. That is DJ Eclipse Maiden, and she's going to be providing you with some unmedicated schizophrenia, part 1. 8 o'clock in-game, taking place at a pub somewhere. Laz's favorite event of the week. It's Striker Sparhawks Happy Hour.
Sparhawks Gold.
That's right. Go get virtually inebriated on someone else's dime and watch what happens. Final event for this hump day is on Wadia Radio Free Britannia. And that's the Wicked Womb with Waz's Wad.
Indeed.
Yep. That's it. That's it. Imagine how quickly I covered that. Yeah.
So hump day is a short calendar, but of course, my favorite events with one of my favorite DJs is Wednesday nights. Get to go hang out and party and listen to the radio and have a good time in games. So,
yeah.
I love this shit, I tell you. That's what my advertisement.
What? That's your what?
So you can start a website for only 99 cents. Ingrid says. Ingrid.
Where?
I don't know. I guess it must be an ad on one of the ads on the website. But yes, don't forget you're tuned into Lunch with Laz and Jack. That's us guys right here on NBNN. Watching on twitch.tv/Genesis, twitch.tv/NBNN News. Catching us in replays on Twitch TV or on YouTube. If you like what you see and you stuck with this long, click those like and follow buttons. Click the sub button. Subs help keep us here bringing you news. You can donate at the links below. You can donate on the website. Cryptocurrency accepted over on Jackstream. And of course, all sorts of other ways to donate. Amazon Prime, you get a free sub every month. Patreon.com/NBNN for monthly support and sponsorships, and all sorts of other interesting ways. Come on, give us some kodos, give us some gold, and say, hey, great job, guys. We'll even accept that. The Airy Fund for all the charitable causes in-game, airyfund.org. The BMC for all your crafting good needs. Check them out at Black Rock Cove over in the Quell region. Hometown Hero for all your vape juice needs. Save 20% off your purchase at Hometown Hero with the promo code NBNN. NBNN, yes. Coilmore Juan Scrota's music service, just a couple of the services available in-game. RelicsByRill.com for all your licensed Shroud of the Avatar swag. Promo code NBNN saves you 10% when you check out at Relics by Rill, WRFB, for the latest news and information, including us at 12s and 6s, Mondays and Fridays, around the clock. ShroudMarketplace.com. My favorite place to go buy and sell goods because, hey, I love waking up to money in my PayPal account just because I wanted to get rid of something that I'll never use ever again, or I happen to have duplicates of, and I want to, get rid of some of that stuff.
Hey, anything and everything can be bought
Registration's
or sold
free.
at shroudmarketplace.com. Yeah. And it's like, you know what? You can register as a vendor, start listing your items. And from there, it's like, I put mine in a chest, Laz puts his in a chest, and we go look at them eventually after and go try to hunt down that chest after we sell an item and then either hand deliver it or mail it in.
Put it in my bank. Now that banks are universal, you can deliver it from anywhere.
And then from there, it's like anything and everything from accounts to gain gold, crowns of the obsidian cheaper than you can get off the add-on store, all the way to services. Anything and everything available at Shroud Marketplace. Do yourself a favor. Go to shroudmarketplace.com. Register as an account. If you want to start selling your stuff for cash, register as a vendor on the left-hand side. Click on vendor registration. It's so easy. I can do it. Laz can do it. But you know what time it is, Laz?
I do. I know what time it is. It's time to close out this drawing over here and thank everybody for joining us today. And, of course, tuning into the show for the latest news and information. Hopefully the QA will be coming up sometime today or maybe by tomorrow. We'll have some more fun stuff to talk about then. But, of course, don't forget, visit our sponsors. Of course, visit our sites and check out all the other interesting stuff we have. Again, I want to thank all you folks for joining us today. We're going to go ahead and pick our winner. And our winner, Eve Midnight, is the winner today. Congratulations, Eve. Yes. And I will get those. I know your name is the same in game, so we will get those out to you soon. And we thank you all for joining us today on Lunch. Of course, we'll be back with more tomorrow, right here on NBNN. Till then, I'm Laz.
I'm Jack.
And we are NBNN. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you all tomorrow.
Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. We're clear.